Hello there everybody and welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for being here. Now I know that I very recently did it was sort of a tag, it was kind of a get to know me tag, even though it sort of wasn't, I know it's kind of confusing, but what I'm trying to say is I recently did a tag and I'm sorry that I've done one again so soon, but I just found the last one quite a lot of fun, so I thought, why not? Let's go for it again and see what happens. So, question 1. Do you prefer to be friends with girls or boys? I find this question this is an interesting one because I'd say the honest answer is I'm kind of fine with both. See, you may have figured out already, I mean, this t-shirt isn't really helping, but I am not the most masculine of people. So sometimes being around certain guys is a bit weird because we don't really have common interests. But then the same can be said for girls, if I'm around certain girls, they might have a completely different interest. So for me, I'm kind of fine with either. I'm sorry, but I'm too lazy to be bothered to carry on numbering these. So the next question is, can you commit to one person? Yeah, probably. Well, not even probably, pretty much definitely. I'm not really that kind of person who you would see going around having all the women chasing after them, so yeah, I think it'd be pretty damn easy for me to stick with one lovely person. Next question is, how often do I listen to music? I'd say every single day, especially at the moment. I'm not just listening to music, but I'm also making quite a lot of music just using my computer. So that means I do technically end up listening to quite a lot of music. The next question is, do you wear jeans or sweats more? I don't know what, I think sweats, are those sweatpants? Because I don't actually know what sweatpants are, I've just kind of heard about them. The answer to that is actually jeans, even though I only own 2 pairs of jeans. One of those I probably bought about a week ago. I haven't worn jeans for ages. I've always been a chinos kind of person. For me, they're just kind of more comfortable and they always fit me better, but I've managed to find jeans that actually fit me that are really comfortable. So I've got 2 jeans and I don't think I own any sweatpants. I don't really know because I'm not entirely sure what they are. If someone can help me with that, then I could probably answer that question. Okay, the next question is, do you think your life will change dramatically before 2017? I'm going to go with almost definitely because I am off to university at the end of this year. Well, not at the end, at the point where you start going to university. I am going to university, or hopefully will if I get the grades. We're not mentioning the R word. The R word is not being mentioned. Never mention the R word to an A2 level student or someone who's just finished their exams. Do not mention the R word. The next question is, if the person you liked said that they liked someone else, what would you say? I mean, that's actually happened quite a few times already, and my general technique is to just not really mention anything. If I do have to mention something, I'll normally be nice, because as long as they're happy, that's the most important thing. So it may have just not been right for you two, but for me, I just normally make sure that they're happy. If they're not happy, I will support them, but if they are happy, then what's the point in getting involved? The next question is, do you care if people talk badly about you? Now, this could be its own video, but I'm going to put the phone down because I'm getting serious with you guys. Well, not serious, but I'm going to get real. Sorry guys, my camera just died, so I'm not 100% sure where I was up to. But I know it was the question about, do you care if people talk badly about you? I'm not really that affected by what people say about me. It can sometimes hurt a little bit, especially when it's face to face. I'm not so worried about the internet because I completely understand that there are a lot of people who can just spam stuff away without even thinking about it. So when it comes to comments and things, I don't really get offended and I don't really have problems. Sometimes when people say something bad about my videos, what I will do is I will try and look at the positive of it. So say if they say that the sound wasn't very good in the video, I will look at it and think, why was the sound not very good? What was the issue? How can I fix that for future videos? But when it's talking specifically about me, it's not so much what can you fix, because you should never try and fix yourself to what other people think you should be. It's more looking at yourself and saying, at least for me, I look at myself and go, right, that's an issue for them. Is it an issue for me? And if the answer's no, then I'm going to move on, because if it's not an issue for me, then I don't need to worry about it. It should be them changing their mindset. So the simple answer is, very rarely does what people think affect me as a person. One thing I will say is it does sometimes affect my actions, especially in a public area. I may be a little less overly energetic when I'm in a public area, and I start to notice. So if I'm with a friendship group and we're having a little laughs and we're enjoying ourselves and I don't really notice other people, then I am absolutely fine with it. I will carry on with the joke. If I notice people looking at me strange or some people saying certain things as they walk past, I will start to sort of dim down the volume. So no, I don't really care about what people think about me. I'm going to live the way that I want to live. But yes, at times I do understand that what I'm doing isn't socially normal at that point, so people are going to have reactions to it. Question number more than 12. The next question is, when was the last time you cried? I'd say there have been a few times, say like during films, where I've had a bit of a lump in the throat, but the last time I had legitimate tears would have been the first time I went to a funeral, and actually the only time I've been to a funeral so far. Even then, I'll be honest, I didn't really cry very much. And the honest truth is, this isn't because I am completely heartless. It's just, so for quite a while I had an issue where my eyes were really dry, so they wouldn't actually create enough tears for me to actually cry. They'd sort of get a bit wet, but they wouldn't do anything. Once that was sorted, I'd say the honest truth is, because that was after the funeral, there wasn't really much heartbreak or anything like that that caused legitimate tears. And it sounds really bad, but the honest truth is, even if there is some kind of heartbreak, some kind of disaster, I always try to look for either the positives in something or trying to look at helping people that are more affected. And since I am never really the one who's more affected, I always focus a lot more on helping other people than how I feel. If I can make someone laugh, if I can make someone smile, if I can cheer someone up, then that is just a victory for the day. The next question is, have you ever liked someone you didn't expect to? Yeah. Pretty much loads. I mean, there's a thing called puberty. If you don't know about it, ask your mum and dad. If they don't know about it, I'm really worried, because how would they not know if there was you anyway? Yes, loads of times. Now, I know this is being a long video, guys, but I've got one more question. Thank you very much for holding on. The last question is, name something you have to do tomorrow. Sorry, I've just thrown my phone over there. That's really boring as the last question. I'm sorry, but that is such a boring question. And by the way, guys, I'm probably going to edit out some of these questions as I go by and see whether the answer is interesting. So hopefully I've shortened it down, because at the moment I think I've been recording for like 20-30 minutes. But yeah, what am I doing tomorrow? Probably going to try and film some more videos. We're currently digging up part of the garden as well. Yeah, that's a normal sentence for you. So I might try and carry on with that and get rid of more of the stuff that we're digging out. But anyways, that's all the questions. Thank you very much for watching. You are all amazing, as always, and I know that it sometimes sounds like it's practiced, but seriously, just thank you. And until the next time, good day.